everyone, welcome back. This is the February 2025 monthly update for Velocity Voyager. So let's dive into that. So in the month of February, our Discover 2 got paid down by $3,600 and then was left a balance of $2,700. And this was the primary item we're focusing on getting paid off, and that matures on March 23rd. We did do a regular payment of $275 to Discover 1. And then I did do a breakdown of all of the balance transfers. So the next one would be that Discover 1. And as of this number, it says $8,560. And then that has a June 13th payoff. So that would be most likely the next item we're going to focus on getting paid down. And then we would go back to Discover 2 to do that $8,320, and that would be due on September 23rd. We then would have Discover 1 for $4,680 for November 13th. And then we would have Citibank for $6,180 due on December 1st. And then we would have Discover 1 again at $3,640, and that one's due on February 13th. So on the next line, we have the Visa, the maintenance, the mattress, and the plumber. And these are all Citibank items, and that turned into that balance transfer, that $6,180. So all these items were transferred into this Citibank balance transfer. And then we have our monthly payments where we did student loan A and B, and A got reduced by $48.34 and B had $74.72. And then it just so happened on loan 1 there was just interest only on that payment, so that just shows 0, but then for the month of March it'll be a reduction. And then loan 2, there was a deduction of $25. And then the mortgage went down by $173.08. And once again, we sent $445.71 to the escrow. And then we go on to what happened with the lines of credit. Line of credit 1 was reduced by $166.84. Line of credit 2, reduction of $69.40. Line of credit 3 by $74.95. And then that tiny revolving credit by $45.36. And then we go down to the monthly bills. We end up doing $85.61 on the electric. We pay that with the Visa. The gas was $196.14, paid with the Citibank. $115.57 for the water, also paid by Citibank. $80 for the trash bill, paid by Citibank. $16.61 for Netflix on the American Express. YouTube for $24.65 on the Citibank. Groceries came to $313.82, also on the Citibank. The car gas was $141.12, and that also was paid with the Citibank. Car insurance for $157.55 was paid with our Visa. And then we had one phone, the Citibank, for $25, and the second phone line, the American Express, for $30. Picked that up. And then our internet was paid by, I have Visa, but I have that now set up for American Express. So, and that was for $82. So we did a grand total of $3,868.86 for payments that everything had for minimum payments. And then there was $5,169.55 of debt was removed for the month of February. So please like and subscribe to follow my journey. Let me know if you have any suggestions or comments. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.